We're sitting here with Neal Donohue. I'm Lab Manager, Molecular Genetics and Genomics at CMBP, Chapter Lead for the RTP Durham Chapter and Global Board Member of VERG. So first of all, Neal, I'd like to thank you for your service and sacrifice, taking time out of your schedule for this interview. So just to start off with your military service and experience, could you just tell us a little bit about your military experience?
Yeah, sure thing. So I joined the Marine Corps, not quite straight out of high school. I took about 6 months where I probably partied a little too much and decided to join the Marine Corps to kind of straighten out my life. That was in very beginning of 2007. I enlisted as a infantry open contract and was a machine gunner for 4 years. Served at Camp Lejeune right down the road in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Did 2 tours overseas, both times in the Helmand Province in Afghanistan. One was in 2008. The other was end of 2009, beginning of 2010.
Okay. And during your time in the military, what type of noise environments were you exposed to during your service?
I mean, as a machine gunner, every week we were doing machine gun training, and most people probably have not shot a fully automatic machine gun, but they're very, very loud. And let's just say, in the military, you don't tend to wear ear protection a whole lot, just because it's hard to hear what orders are being yelled your way. It's hard to hear the radio. So for the most part, we did not follow the eyes and ears rule, which I would highly encourage anybody who's in shooting sports now to do so. Also back in 2010, I was involved in an IED attack in a truck. And probably the worst thing for my hearing, I was in a bunker, and one of my friends had to shoot a machine gun right here above my, it was actually this side, my left ear, and by far that's like the ear that gives me the most trouble. Having 150 7.62 rounds go above your head within a couple inches is not a good thing for your hearing.
I can understand that. So you all were offered protection for hearing, but it was kind of a hindrance to the job in a way.
Yeah. I know nowadays they have some newer technology where lower sound decibels come through clear. They're like microphones kind of, but back in the day, we had kind of the crappy ones, and you can't hear somebody yelling at you. So especially oversease or during training, movement operations where hearing somebody tell you to get down or watch out is important. It's a life or death situation, and hearing loss is better than getting shot.
Okay. So after your time in the service, or even during that time, when did you first notice any changes to your hearing?
Funny enough, they give you hearing checks really recent, like pretty frequently. I think like every 6 months we're required to go sit in a little sound booth and do hearing checks, and they monitor your hearing. So the military takes it very seriously, because just about every infantryman experiences some sort of hearing loss. For me, I think I really started to notice it when I got out. And for me, it's tinnitus. Like right now, I hear a ringing in my ears. And I have brief moments where, I'll lose complete hearing in the ear for a couple minutes and significant ringing. But and I have some lower decibel loss. Hearing aids have been recommended, but I have not chosen to go that route yet.
Okay. So with the tinnitus, is it constant or sporadic? What does it sound like to you?
It's constant. Like I hear it right now in both ears. It's like a electrical sounds. I don't know how to explain it. It's very, very high pitched and low. It's kind of like electronics are on in the background, and sometimes you hear like this very high pitched noise.
Kind of like if you were to walk into the electrical closet downstairs.
Yeah.
That.
Not a fan noise, but it's very high pitched ringing, and it's constant, just all the time.
Does it ever affect your ability to sleep, concentrate, or relax?
I sleep with a fan or a noise machine. If it's like a quiet area, like if I'm camping out in the woods. That's probably a terrible example. I don't camp out in the woods anymore. But if it's a very quiet space, yeah, it bugs the crap out of me because the less background noise, the more I can focus on it. So I have a fan or, like I said, some sort of noise machine pretty much all the time when I'm sleeping.
Okay. Have there ever been any situations where you found it difficult to hear or understand people?
Yeah. For me, I am blessed to still be able to hear pretty well. In normal day-to-day conversations. A lot of my buddies, not so much, but for me, it's crowds. When I'm in crowded spaces or there's a lot of background noise, I can't hear anything. I'll read lips, ask people to repeat themselves, and I kind of do like the awkward, like get close to somebody and just let them know, hey, I can't hear what you're saying.
Okay. So how would you say your hearing loss has your hearing loss affected your mood or mental health at all? Anxiety, depression, any social isolation?
No, nothing too bad. I mean, I think for me, it is a hindrance. Hearing a ringing in your ears all day, every day, for the rest of my life. I mean, tinnitus doesn't go away with time, and it's only getting worse, and it's only going to get worse. But it hasn't really affected me mentally or my capacity to do my job, luckily.
Are there any hobbies or activities that you can no longer enjoy because of it?
No, I still shoot guns, but I do wear hearing protection now. So yeah, no, it hasn't really impacted my ability to do things.
Okay. Final two questions here. Are you a member of any support groups or communities for veterans with hearing loss?
No, not for hearing loss. And I am a member of VERG, obviously. That's not a support group, but I believe that we're an organization. Our entire principle is to create an internal resource group for veterans and veteran supporters. But for me, outside of hearing loss, seeking counseling through the VA for other issues, post-traumatic stress disorder, and seeking those, and any veteran out there that is struggling with that, contact the local vet center, the VA, the Veterans Crisis Hotline, and give them a call for that. And talk to your friends. We disconnect a lot with our military brothers and sisters because of memories, and you don't want to connect with them, but they're the ones that understand it the most, and you gotta talk to them when you're feeling down.
Okay. And honestly, what you just said right there sums up my last question. I just was going to ask, what advice would you give another veteran who's experiencing hearing loss? But you kind of summed it up in that point. It seems like the VA is very supportive of it.
Oh yeah, they do. Any service-connected disability is covered 100% by the VA. So if you need to go do a hearing check, luckily we have one of the best VA hospitals in the country, if not the best, right down the road in Durham. And they'll schedule a checkup, check your hearing, see if you need to get hearing aids. Luckily for me, I have insurance through LabCorp, so I just do an annual hearing check at my doctor, and this has been a nice reminder that I need to schedule that because I'm really bad about doing it. But yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Neal, for your time, and we appreciate your advice today.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.